Thank you very much, the Vice President of Education International, Your Excellencies, colleagues, and friends. I'm excited to share Ghana's intervention in transforming education and remediation that we have conducted for learning losses that were occasioned by COVID-19. In Ghana, we are leapfrogging inequality, and we are reimagining education, focusing on outcomes and transforming the education system to deliver Education 4.0 for Industry 4.0. In addressing learning losses occasioned by COVID and some fundamental challenges that were evident even before the advent of COVID, we have undertaken some innovative and outcome-driven interventions to cure learning poverty and ensure learners acquire functional literacy and numeracy skills. National Reading Radio Program and digital learning were deployed as some of the interventions at the peak of COVID to ensure that learners did not mismatch. And also, as an attempt to address learning poverty, we administered the latter part of last year a standardized test, national standardized test across the public schools we have in the country. We administered the first batch to P4 learners. That is to ensure that we get the weaknesses at learner level in literacy and numeracy. We are at the final stages of the resource analysis, and that is giving us indication where we must course correct in the next academic year. The current government's free senior high school policy and the free school feeding program, the pre-tertiary education competency-based curriculum and the standard-based curriculum, retooling of technical and vocational education and training at all levels, and many gender and equality in education initiatives are a few of the examples of interventions that we are busy with. At the tertiary level, we have made strides to integrate 21st century learning skills and competencies into the curriculum and the promotion of entrepreneurship in education. In Ghana, we have established STEM schools at various levels, and in particular senior high schools in recent years. And this is to demonstrate government's commitment and the determination to transform education and attain improved human capital. The Ghanaian culture promotes community engagement, and this is evident in the maiden Transforming Education National Consultation meeting held on the 16th of June this year in Accra. The forum brought together 115 face-to-face participants and 78 virtual participants from all 16 regions of the country. Youth representation and engagement at the forum was impressive. 5 breakout sessions led by internationally selected facilitators discussed each of the 5 Transforming Education Summit Thematic Action Tracks. During the plenary, participants offered reflections and thoughts that offered the national convener and his team valuable information and feedback as a first step towards the selection of Ghana's Thematic Action Track. Synthesizing the thoughts and reflections led to the questions: to what end do all the thematic action tracks aim at? Responses from many participants pointed to one significant answer: to develop learners and graduates with the requisite 21st century skills and competencies needed to thrive. In closing, I wish to reiterate the commitment of Ghana to the transformative actions contained in the ministerial communique earlier agreed upon at the pre-summit, and indicates strongly that we remain committed to the ideals and aspirations of the United Nations Secretary General's Transforming Education Summit initiative. Together, we will and we must transform education to recover pandemic-related learning losses, to reimagine education for today's world and tomorrow's world, and to revitalize national and global efforts to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 4. I thank you very much for your attention.